you know, trying to hold it down as best as I can. But again, a lot of
This
times
almost makes me just want to get out of this business and go do what Eric. I want to be a one-man band.
Okay.
One show, just sell 5 or 10 watches a week and go hang out in the Bahamas.
All right. If that's what you want to do.
What? Not inventory. Dude, who's doing inventory? Because whoever's putting these in this, it's like there's info in here, but there's no where it came from, what we paid for it.
So Mike tells me to not worry about that because he says he'll handle it. And I said, okay. And then...
Come on. You're putting inventory and you can't put half the inventory in.
That's what I thought, but he was like, he knows where they come from. So I was like, okay.
Literally every single day we make rules and then no one follows them. We spent half our time here backtracking that should have been done the first time.
Well, first of all, when I'm doing inventory and these packages come like this, they don't have the info inside the box. And then Mike says, oh, okay, I got it. Or he's like, all right, you want to put these in inventory?
Hey, Mike.
Hey, did you call me?
What makes you think that? What's the same one you got?
I got a missed call from you.
Oh, then yeah, I called you.
Okay, stupid question. I get it. What's up?
So, dude, we need, okay, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I'm going to stop counting there. There's 13 watches already, and I've only made it halfway down the spreadsheet that don't have buy prices, who they came from. There's watches in here that I know are gone, that are still in inventory. There's watches that are typed out, like line item number 6 is the AP Panda. It's typed out as sold to somebody, when clearly that's not correct because we gave that watch to Darby.
I didn't put any comments. I know that you're asking me this, but I don't know the answers to those questions. I don't know. You know, there's 4 people now typing in the spreadsheet, so sometimes there are comments in there that I don't know how they get there. But
okay. Well, this is why 5 times, 10 times I've said we're going to do one person does a spreadsheet and that's it. But everyone always insists on everyone doing it, and then this continually happens, and it's annoying. Every time I look at the spreadsheets, there's something different. There's stuff not getting deleted. I spend half my day trying to understand what the hell's going on.
Yep, it's just as annoying for me. And then there were conversations about line items not making across to the right cells. And then there's deleted columns. I mean, it's a mess. I know, I get it. So, if you just want one person owning it, then
I've said it 10 times, but everybody always fights me on it, and people want to do it. And then, like, I'm talking to Marco, and there's things that he entered in here yesterday, but he only put half the information in because you're supposed to put the other half in, but you don't know the other half.
If I don't know it, I don't know it, right? So everything that I know and I was able to find, because I have agreements in place, I entered, right? Anything that's not there means I don't know it. And, this has been going on for months, right? I used to just highlight it as red if I didn't know it. I would just hope that you guys would go and fill it in. I'd make mention of the fact that there's missing information, but it doesn't get added, right? So we can talk about it when I get back. I'm at Verizon right now, setting up an account.
Okay. Because it's getting
to the specifics. Look, I'm just as frustrated as you are about the spreadsheet. I came back to an absolute mess that I spent 24 hours trying to clean, and it was still a mess after I cleaned it up.
Which again is why I don't want 5 people. I want one person doing the spreadsheet. One person. That's it. There needs to be a spot where we get a WhatsApp chat going where we put all the information in there. It goes in there, and then one person does it, and that's it. Because having 5 different people do it, putting in information, unless we all think exactly alike, unless we all know exactly how the other person's doing it, it gets messed up. So from now on, nobody touches anything on current inventory except me, and I'm gonna take away access for anyone else to edit it, because it's a problem. Everyone wants to do it, but it gets screwed up every single time. I don't want anyone to have access to edit it but me and you. When it gets when I transfer something from current inventory over to sold, then and I will let you know, hey, I transferred all these things over. These are all the things that sold. I will transfer them over, and then you take over from there, and you fill out the sold side.
But let's sit down and just kind of talk about the fine details there, because there's a lot of nuances that we need to talk about there as well. It's not going to be that simple, right? But that's fine. I think that's a really good start. So when I come back, I'll be back in about 45 minutes. I'll come meet with you and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to play out well.
It will. It works. Whenever one person does this thing, it stays right, because I created the spreadsheet.
The problem
I know how it
is
works.
you're also not here when comes in.
Then that's why we need to put a WhatsApp group together where everyone, look, these just came in, so here's what you need to do. Take your phone, clear all this out. Here's how it's going to work. What's everything that came with this package?
That's it.
That's it? Take a picture of it. Put these cards right there. Here's how stuff needs to start happening. Just, if anything, just do this so I can see that.
You know we did this before, right?
No, we haven't. We've never done it consistently. Look,
Consistently.
Take a picture of that. I'm going to create a WhatsApp group right now.
The problem is when the system rolls out and then watches come in that don't have any information, which happens 6 out of 10 times.
So everyone's going to come in from now on. Every time we buy a watch, that information needs to be, people need to say, I bought a watch, put it in the WhatsApp group. This is what I bought. Here's what I bought it from. Here's who I bought it from. That way when stuff comes in, I can scroll back into the purchased WhatsApp group and see.
Or just,
like if you buy a watch right now.
Well, if I buy a watch right now, I go straight to Jimmy. And I tell Jimmy exactly.
That's the problem, is that now we're playing telephone.
No, Jimmy just puts all that info right into the spreadsheet. Or right into a consignment agreement, right into a purchase agreement. It's not telephone. Because I'm not telling him I'm typing it out. It's right there.
When you buy a watch, you do what?
I text everything over to serial number, price I'm paying, driver license, all that goes to Jimmy. Then Jimmy goes and puts that into a purchase agreement. From that purchase agreement, it gets sent to the guy. He signs it, sends it back, then he gets it labeled and the watch comes in. In a perfect world, they include this. But when there's 20, 30 watches coming in a week, and a quarter of them don't have that with them, and then all of a sudden we have to all backtrack. And what you're saying to do it all in a WhatsApp group, I'm just telling you right now, I don't have faith in that. All you need to do is further train people up on that, and that's it. And plus, you gotta remember, you were gone for a week, and Vic was gone for a week, so we're down people. So we were trying to hang our own, you know what I mean? Like, we're trying to hang with the flow of everything as best as we could.
People need to backtrack. People want to get too far ahead of themselves, and it's like, let me just commit to this buy and then push it off to the side, and now it's someone else's responsibility. That's also a problem.
Well, then
people have, is they just push it off to someone else.
Well, that's their job, though. That's literally what you delegate these people for, to make it their responsibility. So it doesn't even make sense what you're saying. So you hire these people to do this, and then when people do exactly what they're being told to do, all of a sudden it's not their responsibility.
They're not doing what they're told to do, though.
Well, then that's where training needs to come back in. Between you and I don't think that WhatsApp group's a good idea. Look, we have it good. It just needs to be fine-tuned.
It's not good. This is horrible.
No. What I'm saying is the spreadsheet.
Dude, there's 100, and this inventory, according to inventory, we have 169 watches. I can guarantee you we don't have 169 watches here. We just gave back 30 of them.
Okay.
And I guarantee they haven't been deleted out of inventory. And then if I go over to sold inventory, which I did this morning, apparently we made $96,000 last week, and that's incorrect also, because we made $13,000 on a date just.
What?
That only cost $14,500.
That doesn't make sense.
Exactly. There's imperfections in the spreadsheet because too many people are touching things.
Well, keep in mind, when we go to a inventory management, that's going to seriously alleviate a lot of that.
Here's the other thing too. If we start putting these things in place and people don't obey them, we're going to go on a strike system. If someone can't do their job and finish their job, they're going to get written up.
Yeah.
And if our best person gets written up 3 times, they get fired. Sent in the story. I bet after the first write-up, they don't do it again.
Yeah,
right now we're too relaxed, and this is why a year later we have inventory we can't track. I mean, it's a headache. I spend half my day trying to clean stuff up. I clean it up, and then I come back 3 days later, and it's all screwed up again.
I understand, and I'm, trying to hold it down as best as I can. But again, a lot
This
of times
almost makes me just want to get out of this business and go do what Eric. I want to be a one-man band.
Okay.
One show, just sell 5 or 10 watches a week, and go hang out in the Bahamas.
All right. If that's what you want to do. It's your life. I can't control what you do, but
I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go to lunch, clear my head, and I'll be back.